talking parenting tips right now. Kids, right, love hanging out with other children. They can play downstairs. They can watch a movie, whatever it happens to be. But what happens when adults get involved? Our parenting expert, Gail Bell, here this morning, has advice on helping teach our kids to get used to and be comfortable with chatting with adults and carrying on a conversation. And are we to blame if we fire them down in the basement and put on a DVD every time we get together? Okay, I thought so. We're enabling it, right? Okay.
Not that we like the word blame.
Sure, okay.
We always say no blame, no pain, no shame.
Yeah.
But it is a parent's responsibility. Kids are born with a clean slate when we talk about social skills. They don't know. So if you go out or to friends' homes or out to a restaurant to meet other people and your children don't engage in conversation, it's because they haven't been taught how to engage in conversation.
Okay, so how do I teach them that?
Right.
I mean, assuming that the kids are not doing it right now, how do I break the ice and how do I get them kind of more comfortable with that?
Okay, so we want to start as early as we can with our children in the home.
Okay.
Everything starts in the home, and teachers will always say to parents, there's more teachable moments in a home than there is in the school. So the home is where it starts. So obviously we need to get back to the dinner table.
Okay.
Right? We need to get back to no electronics in the car and even having conversation shoulder to shoulder. But conversation skills, you have to have conversations to learn how to have a conversation, right? And then you practice. You can practice. But let's say you have a 10-year-old and you have an embarrassing moment out in public. In the moment, you know what? Don't make a big deal of it.
No.
In the moment, a really good strategy is just model for them what they could have said.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Smith. Thanks for having us over. And the child is hearing, but you're not making a big deal about it. So help them and guide them there. And then know, wow, this is something we need to work on as a family.
And do it away from the moment itself.
Do it away from the moment. And different children are every child's different, obviously. So some kids can do it. Some kids have a hard time even looking at other people's eyes. So you might want to just start there. So Parenting Power, we do this thing called good, better, best.
Okay.
So good is just looking in the eyes and saying hello. That's pretty good. And then better might be, hello, how are you? Thanks for having us over. But you've got to talk to your kids and you've got to teach them these things. And manners are never old-fashioned, right? Ever. So it's all about social skills and manners.
And they're all connected too, right? Like
but
they're all,
they're all connected. You're right, Ted. And you need to talk to your children and tell them why this is socially important, right? So, and how even if you're a great kid, another's perception of you, if you don't speak to them, what they're thinking about you, and you don't want that. So you have those conversations, you know, away from the moment. You know, you don't react in the moment, hopefully.
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah, and again, you know, having those conversations with your children, put those electronics away, and you don't have to talk to them all the time.
Why is the family dinner a good chance to kind of practice this stuff?
There's so much research on the family dinner because we are sitting, and the dinner used to be a time to come together and you know, and embrace and enjoy and talk and share, and you know, instead of racing to swim practice or you know, and you need to do those things. So look at your week and carve out and commit, because social skills long term. Well, who wouldn't say the social skills of a child are just as important as a
math score or whatever, right? Yeah, exactly.
Like really at the end of the day. So at Parenting Power, we say, you know, the responsibility for the parent is to work and guide the character development, the inner of the child, so they feel successful in that. It's so important. We need to give these kids a chance, and they don't know. We can't be angry at them. They don't know. And then my last tip that I really want to get in is before you go, set the expectations.
That's right. You guys always talk about that. Have a conversation before you arrive at the party. Or
right.
dinner.
You know, so, you know, we're going to the neighbors for dinner, and the expectation is you will sit for dinner. And, well, I don't want to. I'll be bored. You know what? That's fine. So you're going to learn how to deal with being bored.
Yeah, exactly.
But, and then don't cave. Don't pass them your phone. I can't believe how often I'm seeing that now. Parents will just pass them their phone.
All right.
So don't cave and engage them in the conversation.
Social skills are important as the math skills.
Yeah, and tell them when they can be excused.
There you go. I like that. Good advice. Thanks, Gail.
And they can do it, and they want to do it.
Oh, sure they do,
Of
right?
course they do.
Andy, it's a tough thing, but you can't cave, man.
Yeah, I know.